A mother's fight 6 years after a Cleveland police officer shot and killed her son.
It felt like it just happened yesterday, honestly.
Tamir Rice's death immediately became part of the national conversation about police and race. Tonight, his mother is still fighting to hold the officers involved accountable.
It's a slim chance, but I got to try everything I can.
Even though time is not on her side. Well, it's a story 5 on Your Side investigator Sarah Buttison has been following since the very beginning.
Tonight, she brings you her exclusive interview with Tamir Rice.
Having enough time never worried Tamir Rice when it came to her youngest son, Tamir.
The older kids said, Tamir gonna be living with you till he's 35, Mom, in your basement. I said, no, he's not. And he said, yes, I am. He was a mama's boy, yeah. He really was a mama's boy.
Now, time
I could feel him here.
is just a cruel thief.
It's very hard to be here. This is the last memory that I have of him. Very last memory.
6 years ago, 12-year-old Tamir was playing with a pellet gun outside Kudell Recreation Center. A man called police. The caller mentioned it might just be a kid with a toy, but that message was never relayed to Cleveland police officers Frank Garmbach and Timothy Lohman. When their patrol car slid in next to the gazebo where Tamir stood, Lohman immediately fired 2 shots when Tamir appeared to reach for his waistband.
It felt like I was in a dream and I have not woken up yet.
In part because of what happened next. The city of Cleveland fired Lohman, suspended Garmbach, and settled a civil suit filed by Tamir's family for $6 million. But what Samaria wanted were criminal convictions.
Cuyahoga prosecutor Tim McGinty convened a grand jury to determine if officers should face charges. But in a highly unusual move, he allowed the 2 officers to read pre-written statements. Lohman says he warned Tamir at least 4 times to show his hands, even though surveillance video shows he shot Tamir within 3 seconds.
The grand jury declined to bring criminal charges against Cleveland police officers Timothy Lohman and Frank Garmbach.
So I told my attorneys I want to exhaust every option that we got. I don't have nothing to lose.
They asked the U.S. Department of Justice to investigate several irregularities, and for years thought they were. But then, 3 weeks ago, a bombshell. A whistleblower revealed politically appointed higher-ups at the DOJ quietly quashed the investigation.
Oh, God, it's sickening. It's sickening to my stomach right now.
Since time is once again about to run out for Tamir.
It's a very big pill to swallow.
The federal statute of limitations on key charges being considered expires in a few weeks. There is still a year left on the clock in Ohio, but the current Cuyahoga prosecutor Michael O'Malley says he has no plans to review his case.
Yeah, it's going on 6 years, and it's heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. Just a sweet little boy. I promise you he was. I promise you.
6 years later, and that story is still crushing. 5 on Your Side investigators reached out to prosecutor Michael O'Malley and the Department of Justice in D.C. multiple times for this report. However, no one responded to our questions.